Namaste everyone, my name is Marjorie Mendoza and I'll be presenting the methods of gene therapy. So, the goal of gene therapy research is to determine whether a new gene can be used to replace or inactivate a mutated gene to treat a disease or help the body fight a disease. So, yung main purpose ng gene therapy is to see kung yung new or healthy gene can replace or turn off a mutated gene. And kapag nagawa na yun ng gene therapy, pwede na nitong gamutin yung mga disease or tulungan yung katawan ng isang patient na labanan nga yung disease na yon. In short, yung gene therapy, it tries to fix the problem sa genetic level niya. Hindi lang symptoms yung tinatarget nito, kundi ang tinatarget niya yung para ma-heal yung isang disease na tinatarget ng patient. So, for a gene to be delivered into a cell, a transporter is typically used, which is a transporter is known as a vector. Pero syempre, hindi naman pwede or hindi naman basta lang ilalagay or ita-transfer yung gene doon sa loob ng katawan ng isang tao. Kailangan niyang paglagyan or kailangan niya ng sasakyan para ma-deliver yun sa target cell sa katawan ng isang tao. And yung delivery tool na yun is tinatawag na vector. So, pwede nyo lang siyang isipin na isa siyang grab rider, pero imbis na pagkain yung dinideliver niya, ang hinahatid niya is yung healthy gene papunta doon sa target cell sa loob ng katawan ng patient. So, next, a vector is made from an altered virus. So, before the virus is used as a vector, its viral genes are removed. So, most vectors, nanggaling sila sa mga modified viruses. So, bago gamitin yung virus na yon, tinatanggal muna yung original viral genes para, syempre, hindi na ipapasok na yung vectors na yun sa loob ng isang tao. So, tinatanggal muna yung mga original viral genes na yun para hindi na siya makapag-cause ng diseases pa and mapalala yung disease na kinakaharap ng isang tao. So, pag natanggal na yon, ang natitira na lang is yung empty virus shell na safe nang gamitin to carry nga yung therapeutic genes or yung healthy gene na tinatarget yung isang cell. And next, so once the virus is modified, it is intended to transport the desired gene to a cell without causing disease. So once inside, the desired gene should restore the function of the protein. So kapag ready na yung modified virus at tanggal na yung original viral gene sa loob nun, pwede na siyang maging transporter. Yun nga yung tinatawag natin na vector. Yung nagdadala nga ng mga therapeutic gene or healthy gene sa loob ng isang tao, ng isang patient. So dadalhin niya yung desired or healthy gene papunta doon sa target cell. Kapag naipasok na ng vector sa cell, ang trabaho na ng bagong gene, yung healthy gene, is to restore yung function ng protein na before ay defective dahil sa mutation. So next, vectors can be given intravenously, which means they are administered into a vein or injected into a specific tissue in the body. So, yung vectors can be delivered in two main ways. Una nga is yung intravenous, which means yung vector na yun, dire-diretso mismo doon sa bloodstream ng isang patient. And yung pangalawa is yung direct injection. Yung vector, doon na siya mismo ituturok sa mismong tissue na kailangan nga ng therapy. And depende siya sa kung anong disease at anong cells ang dapat na matarget. So next, other procedures such as surgery can also be used to deliver vectors into specific areas of the body. So syempre, may mga cases naman na mas complicated and kailangan ginagamitan na yun ng mga surgical methods. So, this allows doctors nga to put the vector exactly where it needs to be, especially doon sa mga hard-to-reach na tissues. So, halimbawa nga dito yung sa brain or certain organs na hindi na basta-basta naaabot ng injection lang. So, next, there are two main ways to transfer genes in gene therapy. So, una dito is yung in vivo gene therapy. It is a transfer of genes directly to cells inside the body. So, sa in vivo gene therapy, diretso na yung gene na yun or yung vector doon mismo sa katawan ng isang patient. So, wala na siyang lab detour. Yung gene niya is nade-delivered na siya straight doon sa tissues ng isang patient. So, next, in the vivo method, clone genes are delivered directly into the patient's tissues. And this method is used for tissues whose cells cannot be grown in vitro in large amounts such as brain cells, or when reimplanting cultured cells back into the patient would not work well. So, ginagamit nga yung in vivo gene therapy sa mga tissues na hindi kayang i-grow sa vitro, tulad nga ng brain cells. Also, applicable din yung in vivo gene therapy kapag hindi nag-work yung idea na culture muna yung cells tapos ibabalik doon sa loob ng katawan ng isang patient. So, yung method na ito, perfect siya doon kapag kailangan na on the spot yung genetic correction. Next naman is yung liposomes and certain viral vectors are used because there is no other good way to select the target cells. And for viral vectors, cultured cells infected with the recombinant retrovirus in vitro are often used to create vector-producing cells, or VPCs, and these VPCs then delivered the gene to nearby disease cells. So, para ma-deliver yung genes, gumagamit yung mga scientists ng liposomes or viral vectors dahil wala na ibang paraan para mas matarget ng tama yung cells. And minsan gumagamit sila ng vector producing cells or yung VPCs nga. Ito yung cultured cells na na-infect with recombinant retrovirus in vitro. Sila yung magdi-distribute ng therapeutic genes sa mga malalapit na disease cells. So next is the success of this method depends on how efficiently the gene is transferred and expressed, since there is no way to select or increase only the cells that take up and express the foreign gene. So, yung challenge dito sa in vivo therapy is wala silang way or wala tayong way para malaman kung anong cells nga yung naging successful na na-absorb yung gene na itinulok sa katawan. So, hindi pwedeng sabihin or hindi pwedeng sabihin nga ng scientist na, oy, ikaw lang yung gene na pagiging successful na ma-absorb ng katawan ng isang patient. So, yung success, it depends entirely on how well the gene nga is transferred and expressed. Kumbaga, kailangan effective yung pagkaka-deliver ng healthy gene sa loob ng katawan ng isang patient. Otherwise, magiging maliit lang yung effect nito or first, hindi mapapagaling nito yung disease ng isang patient. So, next naman is yung process ng in vivo gene therapy. So, kung makikita nyo dito sa screen, meron kayo makikita na tatlong virus doon sa taas. Una nga dito is yung retrovirus, adenovirus, and liposome. So, sila yung mga viral vector na nagdadala ng mga therapeutic gene or healthy gene doon sa cell or target cell sa loob ng katawan ng isang patient. So, sa in vivo gene therapy, dinadirect injection lang siya doon sa fracture site ng isang patient. So, dito nga sa in vivo gene therapy, dinadirect injection siya doon sa target cells, depende doon sa kung anong disease yung kailangan i-heal ng gene na yon, ng therapeutic gene or healthy gene na yon. Depende siya kung saan siya ituturok or kung saan siya ituturok na cells. So, next naman is ex vivo gene therapy. It is a transfer of genes into patient cells outside the body. So, yung kanina, yung in vivo gene therapy inside the body, ito naman outside the body. So, for ex vivo gene therapy, iba yung approach dito compared dun sa in vivo gene therapy. Dito, yung cells are taken outside of the patient's body first, and then after that, i-genetically modified siya, and then pagkatapos nun, ibabalik ulit siya doon sa katawan ng isang patient. Next, in this type of gene therapy, genes are added to cells grown in culture, and transformed cells are selected, multiplied, and then put back again into the inside of the body of the patient. And using autologous cells prevents the immune system from rejecting the introduced cells. So, sa method nga nito, yung cells muna is kinokollect muna siya from the patient, and then after that, i-grow muna siya in culture, and then pagkatapos doon, i-genetically edited siya para pagka ipasok na siya doon sa loob ulit ng katawan ng patient, may heal na nito yung disease ng isang patient. And then, pagkatapos nga nun, isa-select nga yung cells na may tamang gene, and then after that, nire-replicate sila, and then ibabalik doon sa loob ng katawan ng patient. Since galing nga yung genes na yun, doon mismo sa patient, or yung autologous cells nila, hindi na siya i-reject ng immune system ng patient na yun. And then, mas safe din to, yung method na to, for a long-term run. Since galing nga yung cells na yun sa, mismo doon sa patient. And next is yung, the cells originally come from the same patient, are grown in culture, and then return nga from that same person. And this method works well for tissues like hematopoietic cells and skin cells, which can be taken out of the body, genetically corrected in vitro, and then placed back into the patient where they can engraft and survive long term. So, yung method nga nito, gumagana siya sa mga tissues katulad ng hematopoietic cells or yung blood-forming cells, and then skin cells. At yung mga cells na to, kaya nila mag-survive after being removed, cultured, fixed, and then i-return dun sa loob ng body ng isang patient. Kapag naibalik na sila doon sa body ng patient, kaya na nilang mag-engraft and also mag-survive in the long-term run. Para lang silang mga bagong version ng cells, pero mas updated sila and prepared na sila. And next naman is yung process ng ex vivo gene therapy. So yung kanina, yung in vivo gene therapy, i-direct injection lang siya doon sa loob ng katawan ng patient or doon sa target cells ng patient, depende doon sa disease niya. Sa ex vivo gene therapy naman, hina-harvest muna dito yung cells ng patient. So, yung makikita nyo dito, una, hina-harvest muna yung patient cells niya. And then, after that, kung makikita nyo yung blue doon na bilog sa gilid, yung may orange, yun yung design transgene or modified gene nga. And yung modified gene na yun, ipapasok na siya dun sa vector or yung pagsasakyan niya. Yun nga yung kanina yung tinatawag natin Rob Rider. Ihahatid niya na yun doon sa cells ng patient. And then, after that, kapag nailagay niya na yun or naisama niya na yun yung modified gene na yun sa cells ng patient, ibabalik na ulit yun sa loob ng katawan ng patient. And then, in order nga to heal a certain disease. Now, let's look at different kind of cells targeted depending on the disease being treated. Kasi iba-iba yung strategies based doon sa affected tissue ng isang patient. So, yung unang disease dito is yung cancer. Ang tinatarget na cells dito yung tumor cells, APCs, or yung antigen-presenting cells, blood progenitor cells, T cells, fibroblasts, and muscle cells. Kasi iba't ibang cell types ang involved sa tumor growth and immune response. And next naman na disease is yung inherited monogenic diseases. Dito naman, ang tinatarget na cells naman dito is yung long epithelial cells, macrophages, T cells, blood progenitor cells, hepatocytes, and muscle cells. Depende naman ito sa organ na affected by the faulty gene. And next naman na disease is yung infectious diseases. Sa infectious diseases, ang tinatarget dito na common na cells is yung T cells, blood progenitor cells, APCs, and muscle cells. Kadalasan, yung mga immune-related cells yung tinatamaan para mas lumakas yung defense ng body ng isang patient. And then, next naman na disease is yung cardiovascular disease. So, sa cardiovascular diseases, ang tinatarget dito na cells is yung endothelial cells and muscle cells kasi sila yung nagbibigay ng structure and function doon sa blood vessels and heart natin. And then, next naman na disease yung rheumatoid arthritis. Sa rheumatoid arthritis, ang tinatarget naman dito na cells is yung synovial lining cells kasi sila yung nag-i-inflame doon sa joints and at the same time nagko-cause din ng pain. And then next naman is yung cubital tunnel syndrome. Dito sa cubital tunnel syndrome, ang tinatarget dito na cells is yung nerve cells. Since yung condition nga ito affects the ulnar nerve. Sa gene therapy, ini-aims nito is yung to repair and also protect the damaged nerve cells. And that ends my report. Thank you for listening. For my activity, I will discuss it face to face. Thank you.